Hey folks, Vortex here and welcome to my review of the IO Audio Sogno. If that's a correct pronunciation, I'm sorry if it isn't. Yeah, anyway, this is obviously the second release from IO Audio. Obviously they released the Valère, which was a great set which came out of nowhere. I think was priced at $5.99 and this one is $3.99, so $400 close enough. It's meant to be 6BA 2DD. Obviously we'll get to that in a bit. And yeah, as usual, full disclaimers, I'd like to thank Shenzhen Audio Store for sending it to me, so thank you very much. I've not been paid to this video, nor thoughts, opinions are my own. And yes, I have no idea what this is like. As you can see, it's still shrink wrap from the factory. And yeah, let's just get into it. So let's have a look what's in this crazy box. So, designed by Hybrid Tech. We'll see what that means in a bit. Specs, so hopefully it's not that aggressive there, but we'll see about that. So you can see specs says 6BA, if you'll focus, 6BA 2DD. All the driver information says customize, so I don't know who that is. So there's quite a few drivers here, so yeah, that's a lot. So I'm quite curious to see what it's like. Plus it's got a 4-way physical crossover, so yeah, different 10mm and a 6mm. It says 6. It's meant to be 6 balanced armatures as well. So yeah, quite a lot. Anyway, but it's 12.8 ohm impedance. That's quite precise, and sensitivity is 126. That looks very sensitive, really. So let's have a look. Obviously, the last time the Valère had really nice kind of packaging. It had that kind of shelving structure, which was, I thought, was really good. Really fancy, really. Open. I can smell the newness. So, this is quite nice. User manual. I'll have a look in there in a bit. So in there, pop that there. Let's have a look in here. So I've got to say, really nice presentation. That's thick. That's quite a case, and that's just for the. So they do look familiar to the other ones. So very similar. Looks like a tree. That's nuts. You can't really see what's inside, but that's the shape. That's the general shape. Looks like 4 balls in the top. Plus you can see like nose dampers. So yeah, that's really nice. That's them. Did it there. So well, so much stuff. Again, the own branding. This takes forever just to unbox this. So the last one, the Valère, come with interchangeable connectors, and again, this seems to be the same. I think that's it. So 2.5, 4.4, obviously 3.5 is there. This is a thick boy cable. I can't remember if this is the same with the Valère. It might be. And then you've got 5 different cases. 1, you can see they're all labelled. 2, 3, so TW40, ST50, this one's the wrong way around but close enough, TW43, F49, and this is number 1, TW45. So let's just pick the middle one, have a quick look. So yeah, very nice. So yeah, again, I have no idea what this is like. When I stop the camera, I'll have a look what's in that box up there, the user guide, or what was up there. And yeah, see you soon. So welcome to my review section of the IO Audio Sognos. If that's a correct pronunciation, I apologise if it's wrong. Anyway, obviously this is the cable, very nice. Maybe it's the one that's on the velar, I don't remember exactly. Obviously you just screw this back, as you can see, for change the connectors, very nice. Cable is very, very nice, as you can imagine. And it is fairly flexible, as you can see. Kind of braided together, weaved together. Obviously here's the Y split, IO, chin slider is here, which is fairly loose if that matters to you. And obviously this is what it looks like, connected. Cable again, cable's pretty good. It's not too thick where it actually around your ears. Obviously that's what they look like connected. Very nice. Take these off. So, and obviously you saw in the previous clip it comes with different terminations, so it's used for everyone. Also, this obviously comes with a 4.4 cable, but you don't really need balance because these are actually quite easy to power. But anyway, so yeah, pound sensitivity. Again, super easy to power. I think the impedance was quite low. Just a decent dongle will drive this, or something with lower output impedance will help. And that's it. So looks. So let's just take this off so you can have a better look. So they do look very similar. Again, the sides to the Volare, kind of like a tree. Looks mental. I think they look great. Sogno, yeah, really, really good looking IM. Obviously, there's a lip for the tip, and you can just see maybe there four balls. So one on the left, two like top to bottom, and then one on the right. It's hard to make tell, but there's 4 in there. So yeah, really, really nice. Again, comes with loads of tips. Use whatever suits you the best. So comfort and fit. Now, these are on the larger side, as you can see the kind of depth. I didn't find it too bad. This part seems quite short. It's here from there, but on the whole, not bad. But they are on the, I guess, the fairly large, because there's a lot of drivers. I think it's 8 per side, 6 BAs and 2 dynamics. So yeah, quite a big set. But on the whole, I was fine with it. Plus, it's not metal, so it's not that bad in like colder weather. But really, really good. So technical performance technicalities. I think it's really good. I don't know what drivers have used, but it seems good. Timbre is pretty good, considering I think a lot of the BAs are doing a lot of the work. Again, you will never match a DD. I've said this about 10 million times, but yeah, Timbre is okay for this set, and that's all I can say really. So soundstage imaging extension, throw that in there, is I think imaging on this set was actually pretty good. Stage was pretty good. It's definitely on the brighter side, I think, which helps stage. There's no weird dips or nothing, so it just sound pretty good for stuff like that really. And anyway, sound, because obviously this is what it's all about. And obviously I'll talk about the Volare, a quick comparison as well on the graph. So move this over here, don't want to lose that tip. So as you can see, quite a bright set, but I'll get to that in a bit. So if you want to overlay the Volare graph, because obviously it's the same company, they do graph quite similar. But anyway, bass in this set is quite punchy. It doesn't really seem that bassy because there's a lot of treble, so it kind of offsets it, if you know what I mean. But yeah, the DDs they've used seem quite solid. The performance is very good, so they're very punchy, very quick. But they're not bass monsters. It looks quite bassy on the graph, but in reality they're not. Again, I think the treble offsets that. But anyway, bass is pretty good. Mid-range on this set as well is pretty good. The bleed doesn't really seem... The bleed is very minimal, so it can sound maybe thin sometimes. Again, I'm not surprised, but apart from that, the mid-range on this set is pretty solid. Personally, for me, I like a bit more bleed into the bass to get more body to vocals, for male vocals and stuff like that, and a bit more punch for... I like electronic music, and it feels like it could do with a bit more punch. Again, EQ is your friend for stuff like that, because there's 2 DDs in this set per side. And that's that. So treble is, as you can see, this is a bright sounding, it's a bright boy. Now compared to the Volares, these are more treble. Now I prefer the Volare treble over this. Now again, I didn't really, the Volare was bright enough for me easily as these details. This is a more detailed set in my opinion. Now I was expecting to be like quite fatigued from it, but I wasn't, because there's no weird sibilance or anything like that. It's very consistent, the tuning. It's just a very detailed tuning, and again, I preferred it on lower volumes. Again, as you can see, there's a little bit of mismatch further up. I never even noticed none of that because I graphed it after I listened to it, as I tend to do. But yeah, really good extension. Like, bear in mind with these 711 coupler models, like after 10k, I wouldn't say it's reliable. It's just a guidance. Don't forget, graphs are always a guide of a sound. It's never perfect because sometimes it's misleading, like playing R1s. But anyway, that's different topic. But yeah, treble is definitely on the brighter side. As you can see, like from that 3k, it didn't really need any more treble over the Valère model, but you've got it, so it is what it is. But because of the byproduct to that, a very detailed set, not forgiving. So if there's a mistake, you will hear it because the amount of detail these are possessed. But again, no sibilance. And I've listened to these for about 2 days, 3 days. I enjoyed my time with it, but I don't think it needed any more. Also, I don't really miss the lack of ESTs compared to the Valère. I didn't really notice that much of a difference, really. Now, this is more drivers which you use. Like the ESTs are for like high treble. You're not really missing them in this set for some reason. This has got more drivers actually used, as in the 6BAs and 2DDs are doing as much work or more work than that did with 4BAs and 4 ESTs. So it's kind of an interesting kind of proposition between the two. But anyway, before I digress, yeah, detailed treble, bright treble, you hear everything. Instrument separation is really good. Does work fairly well for electronic because you hear everything. I just want more low end, more prominent bass, but that's my preference. But yeah, I think a lot of folks may like this. For if you like a detailed set, this is one for you, without a doubt. And that's what I can say, really. I wasn't quite sure what the tuning was like. I expected it to be maybe something similar to Valère, or maybe something completely different. Who knows? And yeah, this is what it turned out to be. Detailed set. A great set. Sounds more expensive than it is. So this is $399. So if somebody said to me, "Oh, Vortex, this set is $600," I wouldn't have said otherwise. But yeah, pricey set. Obviously you saw the presentation, crazy overkill for what it is, but yeah, good overall set. And I think that's pretty much it. So conclusion, obviously, what do I think of the Sognos, if that's a correct pronunciation? Very good set. Just bear in mind it's a very detailed set. They were very competent, very well-rounded set, apart from the lack of bass. Yeah, they're quite you hear everything. They're very premium, as you can see from what they look like. So yeah, a lot going on. Again, if somebody said to me they would have been $600, I would have said okay. But then $400, so obviously not cheap, and definitely in the point of diminishing returns. Personally, I prefer the Valères just because of the treble region. But I think the DDs in this are a little bit better because obviously there's two of them. And I think that's pretty much it. But yeah, good set. Not perfect, but very competent for the price. And I think that's pretty much it. So if you think I missed anything or want to know any more, please do let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you in the next video.